Hey guys, welcome to the next part of Project Kim. Today I'm gonna show you some stuff I did offline, which is good because, well, it took me a long time to create those cockpits. I have different versions of those and I would like to talk about the progress a little bit and also some minor changes regarding the whole ship here. I changed the brightness of the ship, all those stuff I will talk about in this video. There will be a playlist you can watch, so sometimes I share the real work progress whenever I feel like, without any cuts, and sometimes I do stuff offline that it makes sense because right now, well, let's just say those chairs, I have different versions of those, I said this already, it took me a long time and it was a lot of going back and forth. So for that reason, if I would have recorded that without any cuts, it would be like, I don't know, 8 hours, maybe even more. And cutting that video then would take a long time. So sometimes I just do stuff offline and that's helpful. But I will show you a little bit of the progress anyways in my cockpit Blender scene. Also, what I did besides from those guys is making the ship brighter. Again, you can watch the older versions and you see maybe a difference. I did this, you know, usually when you try when you realize, well, your project is kind of, your object is maybe too small, or you would have it maybe brighter, or you would like to change the length, then I figured out maybe a good way to do it, because if we take a look at the ship here right now, you can see it's using a mirror modifier, so let's just show you this. So let's say you would like to, you realize your ship is too small, the opposite of bright. Anyway, then you could just squeeze the whole ship down, but it also changes, you know, almost everything. For example, it's fine in one way, but if we do that like that, in this way, round objects do not be round anymore, right? So, and stuff like this is, well, you don't like to have this. So what I basically did, and I may need to show this in the other project, or can I show this here? Yeah, I can show this here. So what I basically did is just selecting the whole vertices in the edit mode and changing the position of it. And you see, if you do that, the mirror modifier, struggles with this a little bit. But the way how you can solve this problem, let's say you would like to have it this bright now. First thing I tried was making the ship disappear. I like doing this for some reason. Now, first thing I tried is to connect those vertices, you know, all those vertices, and connect them back to the middle, like in this way, you know. But this is actually a lot of work, and you don't want to do it because the chances that you screw up something are so tremendously high that it's very unmotivating to do that. So what I did is basically just use the mirror modifier, and then you have the merge thing. Sometimes you need it, sometimes I guess you don't. Anyway, we can scale this up to 1 meter, but nothing happens because 1 meter is obviously not enough, and you cannot, if you keep pressing that, you cannot really increase that, but you can type simply more meters into with your numpad. This is also something I figured out. I thought it's not possible, but you can just type the number in, and 2 meters still not enough. Let's try 3 meters because it's more fun. And you can see now the ship is merging. When I say marriage, you know, my English is kind of screwed up. Merge the whole ship together, and this gives you the advantage that it's not stretched. There is just more material, and that was extremely helpful and something I learned yesterday. And I did this because I thought the ship is basically just too small. The seats are, you know, I use this character here. Let's say the viewport is a character. This is my scale for a guy. He was just, he needed to squeeze himself through the seats because the ship was too small. So I really wanted to have it bigger. I still don't know if this causes more problems. It probably does. For example, if you take a look at the ground, if you would apply that, let's just do it quickly. Oh yeah, if you, of course, that makes sense. So let's say you did this. Let's go back. We used the mirror modifier, right? So to make the ship basically brighter. But now, if we want to keep modeling the ship, we face the problem that, well, the ship is still, well, the middle is not in the middle anymore. So in order to solve this problem, you have to kind of, you know, let me just make a test scene. Let me just save this as a test scene. Hold on. Okay, I quickly made a new save file in case I screw something up. I have some backups, but it's also not necessary to screw something up. Okay, so we need to apply now the mirror modifier in the object mode, and now we have like one ship, right? So that's good. And now basically we need to cut the thing in half so that we can keep modeling our ship, which we want to do, or I want to do that. So oh, this is dangerous. I think, I mean, it doesn't matter which, you know, which side. This is really up to your personal taste, but in my case it's just, I believe, this side, although it switches sometimes, which is also weird. I don't have a favorite. So let's activate the mirror modifier again. Let's use the right thing, and now you can see, let's switch to Eve render. Now we have a even bigger ship, right? And it's mirrored again. And it's in such an easy way to fix some size problems, only in Blender. And I apologize, I couldn't resist, you know, I'm a guy. Yeah, some size problems, and now the ship is bigger. I kind of like this even better, but anyway, I'm gonna stick to my size. And you can see some minor problems. That's good, because I also encountered. It's a pretty clean way to do that. I cannot think on a better way without changing, without stretching and stuff, you know, to make it brighter. However, there are still some minor conflicts here, so you need to make sure that everything is kind of like it is, you know. There is a little bit of repairing and fixing stuff necessary. So, because something is definitely wrong in here, for example, right? But those stuff is still better to fix, and it's I'm not gonna do this right now, otherwise the video is too long and I really just want to keep modeling my stuff. But you can, you know, you need to check what is causing those glitches and get maybe rid of some of those surfaces, which you would like to do if you really think your object is too small, or you would like to have it brighter or smaller or whatever. And it's a little bit of work, but not as much as the other stuff. Yeah, so that was very cool. Actually, that was super cool. Now I'm gonna show you the cockpit seats scene, and maybe at the end also some pictures. So let me just switch this scene here. Okie dokie, so welcome. Now we are in the scene in our, well, cockpit manufacture scene. Those guys I modeled in the ship project themselves. You can kind of see it because they have the ship ground with them. I thought it's a cool idea to make them come out from the ground, and I was so happy with those guys. So this video you can share how I created a whole video on this guys. And then I created those guys, and I thought they look so good. They are so good looking. I was very, very happy. I made a picture. We checked this out later and sent this to my girlfriend, and she said, oh, she laughed and said, they look like the English word is straight middle. You know, the workout thing where you just jump on that and you just run for physical education if you want. And then I thought, oh boy, no, it does look like that, like completely. So I thought, no, this is not what I wanted. I wanted to have a relaxing cockpit captain seat, right? So then I thought, well, okay, maybe we can even use that for, you know, the purpose of physical education in the space. But I also try to fix that, you know. I try to kind of make this yeah, smaller or not looking like that. So you can see I tried different approaches, and sooner or later I figured out this is not going to happen in this way. So I think, I'm not so sure, it's a little bit hard to, oh yeah, this guy also. I do not know if this is right now the right order. No, this must be okay. This was also a between thing. I don't know how I did this. Yeah, anyway, then somehow this thing came out and I like it. Looked already a little bit better, but I wasn't satisfied, so I decided to do the whole progress again. So this was the next step, I believe. When I say I believe, sometimes you do so many different things, so it's hard to tell. So I created those guys here, and you can see this is the shape. Soon, so slowly it develops into this chair here, and not bad, not good. It's kind of okay. But then I thought I'm gonna try it again. So I tried those things again, and I thought having something coming out like for the legs would be nice. So this one, that one here, I think I decided already to cut them so that they would roll out. And yeah, this is not too bad. I kind of like that, but it's a little bit over designed, and it's also a little bit glitchy here. This one has to be done again. Yeah, so we have here some mirrors, or little screens if you want. Mirrors, nonsense. Yeah, you need a seat where you constantly see yourself in the mirror. That is for... Well, there is an audience for this too, I guess. Yeah. So, and I took away those self-satisfaction mirrors and replaced it with a cup holder. Although the cup holder maybe should be here, not sure. And try to make it spacier. So those are basically the final product if you want. And they are still not finished yet. Here you can, no, here you're not. I think I changed this on the seat. You can actually watch something in the mirrors here. Good, let's go back to the to the ship again. Maybe I have something to talk about this, maybe not, we'll see. Okie dokie guys, we are back in the scene I would like to model. So here I already made the ship brighter, and you can see there are no glitches, hopefully at least anymore. There might still be few of those, so this is a little bit suspicious here, which came from merging the mirror modifier. So this is something I need to investigate, to take a look what's causing the glitches, but I think I can already kind of tell. This might be the reason for it. Let's get rid of this one and let's see. But what am I doing here? I think I should maybe do this offline too. Here's also something. Here, probably one of those guys causing those glitches now. Well, and this is stuff you know, this, I think it happens, but if you do that, but it's solvable. It's a lot easier, and it will save you time anyways, even if you have to solve some little things here and there. The best thing, obviously, of course, is if you know already how big your ship should be. That'll be the best case, but if you're like me and you never know how things are looking like, that would be yeah, kind of well, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you obviously don't know how big the ship shall be. But it leads us to solving little problems, and that's also good to figure those stuff out. So the reason why we are here again is basically, oh look at that, Blender illustrates. This is my Let's Play. Yeah, let's make advertising for my Let's Play. Here's some Let's Play comments I read. I thought it's a funny idea to read the comments in the spaceship, and I still think it's a funny idea. So the next thing is I had to also change the ground. So I had an idea. I actually wanted to, let's just do this here quickly. Where is the mesh? No, I'm a little bit dumb right now. How do I do this again? Select, no, mesh, separate by selection. So here we go. Yeah, the idea was that, and now everything is a little bit different. No, it's not. No, I'm talking nonsense, son. I'm completely nonsense here. Look at that, it's already prepared, hehe. So, idea is that you have a cockpit, another cockpit down, which So either we have those cockpits here, or those cockpits are coming like this way out of the ground, and then if you know, want to fly the ship, you jump into the seat. This is the idea, and then you jump into the seat, then the seat goes down, and well, and then you can fly your ship. You know, maybe this is a pilot seat. The captain seat would be not here. Wait, how do I change this? Like this one here, you know. But then you need the space. So this is still a thing. I kind of like the seats going down idea, but I may change my mind on this or use this in on a different position. So here is also space for seats, but this is still a work in progress. The ship needs to be modeled, especially at the back. You know, nothing much is done. Yeah. Okay, I think I communicated everything I wanted to talk about this. So this is basically an update video. Again, check out the playlist, and I would say we're gonna I'm gonna show you some pictures now. Yeah, let's do this quickly. Okay guys, hold on a second. I think I'm gonna pick those pictures. I thought maybe showing everything, but it's not really necessary. This is the thumbnail, so this is how it started. I just want to say, when I saw them first, I thought they looking great. I always think that it's not that great now anymore, but you know, maybe I see the potential in that, so that I know it's on the way to becoming something, you know. And maybe this is with this mindset, it's okay to think that's great, or maybe I'm just illusional. It doesn't really matter. Then what is that for kind of a picture? You can see the ship is a little bit tighter. No, not tighter. What is the opposite in English of brighter? Not small, right? In German it's simple, breit, schmal. But here, I don't know. Anyway, I think you know what I mean. This one here. And then I'm going to show you this where I was, you know, this I sent it to my girlfriend. I was thinking, look at that. You know, I was thinking this looks like completely like a captain's chair where he can lie down, relax. And those things, I thought it's easier to get in the chair, you know. But fuck, this really looks like... It's just incredible how I do not see that sometimes, you know. You keep working on something and you don't see that. You see your vision of it, but you don't see what other people could see. But it's very helpful. So that was very good, because it brought me to those guys here, you know. And this is already the newest one. I want to show you an older picture. Yeah, with, you know, the ship was tighter, and I thought, I mean, here it looks okay, but it when you using the camera and we try to pass by this way here, it looked so small, so it kind of really disturbed me. I didn't like it much, so I really needed to make the ship brighter. And then we have here another one. And so where is the other thing? Ah, yeah, here we have also, you know, I kind of like it, but it's somehow I like this better now. I made here another cushion. Yeah, it's, you know, it's just different. No, I think we did it already. Oh yeah, here's an early stage picture in Cycler, and I like this, but everything is kind of white, and you know, this already looks good. In terms of this looks sci-fi here, you know. Anyway. What else? No, I think we are done for today. Well, you know, there will be more modeling. I will think about where to put so I will think about where to put those chairs. I mean, they don't have to be necessarily only used for captain seats, they are pilot seats. They can just be relaxing seats too, somewhere placed on the ship, and then the ship itself will be more modeled, and I have to fix some certain glitches, obviously. And the goal is basically to have a nice ship which I can use for animation purposes. So we need to try to be well with the performance. Speaking of the performance, hold on. Speaking of the performance, just wanna show you this. I mean, they are not completely low poly, I wouldn't say, but at least, you know, I did not use a modifier. I can show you this, except I lied already. man. I only use the mirror modifier. Everything else is just really, I try to use the bevel manually. Gives you more control over the thing. And I really wanted to make it smooth. I wanted to have a smooth shape. This looks okay, but I really like this better. It's just nicer to my eyes. And the poly count is, where are we? Vertex 1700. I think that's kind of okay for this kind of product if you want. Okay, it's probably a double when I you know, use the mirror modifier. Not the best, but this is the way I could do it. The first time creating an actually, yeah, it's the first time that I created an object without using a bevel modifier and making it smooth at the same time. So that was good too. So this is basically new. Good. Now we are done. So this is an update video. There will be more. I also work on a dungeon a little bit. So sometimes, you know, space, sometimes dungeon. Well, that's what I like, I guess. Then, guys, thanks for watching. I wish you a nice day. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye and auf Wiedersehen.